Do you want a bomb driver? Today we're meeting up with PGA Professional Jack Backhouse to find out how you can hit your driver further. So if someone's wanting to try hit it further with driver, what's a few things you would be working on with them?
Yeah, so distance is as important now in golf as it probably ever has been. Distance determines your potential, so it's important that you've got a long drive in the bag because we want that shorter club in and, you know, the closer proximity. So the first thing I would do is I would tee it up high. Get it pegged up really high, because what we're going to try and do is, you know, hit up on the ball a little bit more.
Does that mean I can't use my castle?
The castle's fine, but
I can pull it up a little bit.
most golfers, I think, probably tee the ball down too low, and it doesn't allow them to get the angle of attack that they need to be sort of super efficient. So the first thing I would do, so once I've teed it up high, I'm then going to widen my stance a little bit. You want to stand a little bit wider because we need a solid base to sort of create the power off. What we're trying to do when we want to hit it further is we need a bigger swing. So we need the club traveling further back, sort of really long. The longer the club goes, the more potential distance we've got, because you've got more time to create speed on the way down. So I would be sort of widening my stance. I'd be trying to get my hands up as high as possible, turning as much as I possibly can. And then from there, I'm going to sort of turn my body as hard as I can at the ball and then jump a little bit through impact, try and extend up out of it.
Justin Thomas off the toes.
Absolutely, yeah. So Justin Thomas is only like 5'10", weighs basically nothing. So for someone like him to hit it as far as he does, he has to, well, one of the reasons he hits it so far, he's a perfect example of this, is he gets his hands way above his head. The swing might stop short of parallel, but the club has travelled miles to get back to where he gets it to. And then as he swings down, he's up on his toes, he's jumping at it, because that sort of extension slingshots the club through at the bottom and you know, gives you a bit more speed.
Luckily, I normally do that, so...
This should be dead easy.
Should being the key word.
So you want to get nice and wide at address, and then swing your hands up as far, you know, up and as long as you possibly can, and then really sort of turn and jump at the ball.
So what other drills could people work on to maybe like improve their club head speed outside of like that specific technique and setup? Yeah,
so what I would be doing, the big one for me, I think, for amateurs, is the first thing they've got to do is just get more turn. You know, get a bigger swing. So I would be doing this in my garden because we don't need a ball to practice this, and I would just really stand there practicing, trying to, you know, stretch as far back as possible, really feel like your hips are going, the right leg's straightening, the left knee's working across, and my shoulder turn is way past 90, because the more we can turn our shoulders, the more potential speed we've got coming back. And then the other thing I would do is I would grab an alignment stick, and I would do what's called overspeed training, and I would just literally grip the stick like you would a driver and just practice swinging this as fast as you possibly can, and what that does is it gets your body used to moving quicker than you normally do. So if you can train yourself to move a bit quicker with a stick when you get a driver, you won't swing it quite as fast, but hopefully you know, every mile an hour helps.
Yeah, it gives you that feeling of what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
So you're more likely to be able to replicate it if you've actually done it, even if it's not with like the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're trying to sort of convince your body that you know how to move quickly, and by doing it with something much lighter than what you're actually going to swing, your body gets used to moving at that speed, and you're much more likely to then recreate that when you're on the course with the club. Now, you probably never, you know, you'll be faster on the range than you are on the course, and you'll be faster in your garden with a stick than you are anywhere else, but the more you can practice moving really quickly, the more it's going to filter into what you're going to see out on the course.